Hello and welcome to New Filmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Movie Maker magazine. My name is Danny DeLillo and we're here at the South Park Center. And we have Jay Swen with his movie Philharmonic. Let's take a look at the clip.
You know, the conducting is a great deal like making love.
Jay, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, thank you.
And congratulations on your film. I loved it.
Thank you so much, man.
No, really I did. But for those that haven't seen it, tell us a brief synopsis.
Philharmonic is a story about it's based on Leonard Bernstein, but it's like a classical music composer and orchestra leader about he's devoted his life 40 years into the orchestra, and then it's the final performance of his entire career. It's about how he deal with his living and his own health condition and all that. It's about it's his own monologue, inner monologue, dealing with death and leaving the thing he loved for the past 40 years.
I think it's amazing because so many people around the world, really love his work, and still to this day, I still celebrate his work in such a powerful way. Where did the inspiration for you personally in deciding to make this project?
I would say it's kind of funny because this movie came from one image. Because I remember I was watching a video of actually London Philharmonic. Conducting Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, and there's one image. There was one shot in the recording video. He was just conducting. You cannot see the orchestra. You can only see him just waving his hand, and you can hear the music it's perfectly fitted to his gestures. And I was wondering how many years he devoted his life into that. So I was doing my research, and I just have the final image, the final shot of the image pushing on the orchestra maestro. And then I started doing research on Leonard Bernstein, all the different composers. And Leonard Bernstein's story really interests me. And he's one of the greatest composer and also music teacher, I would say, in the entire history. Because he inspired the entire generation to learn music. And his pure passion about music just inspired me. So I have the piece.
I love it. I love it. Now, okay, so when I watched your film, I was like, okay, so this guy's been around the industry a long time. I thought this Jay, he must be, and he's sort of, seasoned director and been a latter part of his life, and he's got all these incredible locations. And then I'm like, wow, Jay, this is your first film?
First film ever.
First film ever, and such an epic film with these incredible locations.
Thank you.
It was such a wondrous experience. It really, really was, to watch your film. And I'm so excited for your career ahead anyway.
Thank you.
How on earth did you develop this film with these beautiful locations, the orchestra, the cast, and everything? Because it was fantastic.
All thanks to my wonderful producer, because I have this idea, and I was a junior or even sophomore in my college. I didn't have any money. It was hard. So we were reaching out to different companies with my ideas. So we got funding from several companies. We kind of piece everything together. And then I think there's an interesting thing on my team. Everybody on my team likes classical music. They sign up for that because we have a lot of professionals working in the industry. They're gonna do this freelancing work for me because they love classical music and they love Leonard Bernstein. So I was talking to individually one of them to see, please give me a lower rate. We're gonna do that. And they all like music. And then they joined the team. We're gonna piece everything together. It took us 4 months to prepare for it, and then we shot it in 3 days. And the location.
You shot it in 3 days?
3 days.
Wow.
3 days. We got this beautiful location in San Pedro. It was shot in 2 locations. One is the Warner Grant Theater in San Pedro. The other one is a house. So we kind of pieced them together, and it looks amazing. All thanks to my amazing team and cast and crew.
Wow, no, it was such a beautiful, the locations, it was such a great thing to watch as well. Now, what's it like, you're directing this piece, and also you're directing someone, that is a seasoned person, but also a person that actually exists in real life. And it's probably, you felt a bit of pressure, actually doing an almost biopic on someone that existed as well. What's your process in working with your actors and with your DP? How was that process for you?
At first, I thought it's going to be easier if I just tell them it's based on Leonard Bernstein. But I feel like if I give them that direction, all the actors and castings, they're trying to mimic, they're trying to to be that person.
Yeah.
So I was in the middle. I was trying to like split it from being just like a biopic of Leonard Bernstein, but see the character as an artist himself, just a person who really likes what he's doing for the past 40 years, and it's the emotion is connected. Just like you have to give up something you really liked for 40 years, like you are living your best love like of your life or something. So that's make it easier. So I was kind of in the middle. I was deciding in between, should I do a biopic of Leonard Bernstein, even though I feel like I'm not qualified to do that yet.
No.
And then I kind of like purify it, kind of simplify it into just a picture of a character, of a human that loves something so much. So that's my approach to that.
I love that. I love that. What was your biggest challenge you faced and you felt in making this particular film?
I would say working with different people, and they are significantly older than me, because I have the very interesting story. Like all the actors, they have done like 200 like films or something. They have done commercials, features, and everything. And I didn't know anything. I was just like a kid from college. I was gonna be honest. And even my sound mixer, they've done features, like they premiered in Sundance or something like that. It's just, you have to, you know, as a leader, as a director of the film, you have to give them directions. They have to respect you. You somehow have to earn the respect. First, I thought I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna be harsh. I'm gonna, you know, the way I talk, I'm gonna be a leader. But it turns out that I can't achieve that. So in the middle, I kind of pivot into, I'm just gonna focus on the thing I want to tell, and they're gonna listen eventually. So that's how I deal with it. It was hard at first, but then somehow it worked out. It worked out. Everybody's great.
Well, I mean, you did a great job with the film, so obviously it did work for sure.
Thank you.
Which is amazing. What's it like then? Because you know, it is almost scary putting out your film baby out there. It's your first film. You know, it feels very close and tender to you, and you work so hard to make it happen. What's it like then to have like at NewFilmmakers LA, see it on the big screen in front of an audience? What is that feeling like?
I remember there was a quote from like a picture I really liked. It's actually on the front page of Oscar. It says, "We champion the power of human imagination." It was a picture of people sitting in the dark. There's a screen, it's white and bright. It feels like exactly the same. Because like that's my baby on the screen, and I'm judging it too hard.
Yeah.
But I can hear people laughing and just, you know, talk about it. I feel like without the audience, it's not a full circle. And I feel like this platform really gives the new filmmakers a great opportunity to complete the circle, to actually learn what audience like, what it feels like to be a filmmaker, and it motivates more people to do the same. So I love it.
That.
I love it.
Thank you for your TED Talk there. That was great.
TED
Jay, what is next for you?
I would say I want to focus on more intimate stuff, because I feel like one thing I want to improve on is like I want to portray like really. I was trying to portray like real people, not just artists. Trying to get really intimate with them. And then one thing really interests me is like, because I live in Northridge, which is the center of the pornography industry, and one particular news interests me the most because they do documentaries actually. They film the scene, but right after that, they turn into like real people. Oh, I have kids, I have to work at Starbucks. I have kids I have to take care of, and I have to earn money. And they're real humans. So I was looking into doing research. Everybody is such a live, like real human, and I want to portray that. So my next several projects will be centered around the idea of the porn industry, but behind the scene. But see them not only as a sex worker or porn actor or actress. I think they're just very intimate actors. That's my point of view. I want to see them in their real life, how they deal with things, because I think having sex is the most intimate thing you can do with another human. When you have to perform that as your job, you're losing your most intimate things.
Yeah.
So I wonder what it feels like to be in that world. So I want to kind of dive deeper into that. So that's my next several project.
A fascinating thing that no one's actually ever really done in the right way, and it sounds like you're doing it in a really authentic and trying to see the realness of that, which is great, you know, and I think that's really, really great. You know, you sort of know when you, certain interviews you have, we just feel like Jay's just got something special and a great future ahead of him, and I certainly feel that. I'm very excited about seeing much more of your work, but you know, you're on the start of some very special things, so congratulations on Philharmonic, and we're very looking forward to seeing much more of your stuff, so thank you.
Thank you so much.
Great job.
Thank you.
Great job, everybody.